fans, lend me your ears! If you're going to be in the Tampa area this July, then consider making MetroCon a part of your trip. MetroCon is Florida's premier anime convention, featuring 4 whole days of awesome guests, panels, and special events. Check out the hilarity of the MetroCon Star Party. Dance the night away at the Fantasy Masquerade. Turn up the heat with the Metro Fire Show. Feel the beat with Rhythm City Chronicles. Then enjoy the action with the Anime Human Combat Chess Match. Don't forget to buy some awesome swag in the humongous dealer's room. Check out amazing panels from fans as well as special guests. Speaking of which, this year's guest lineup includes DJ Robert Van West, along with vocalist Zoe Van West, cosplayers Pika Bellichew, Parlay Productions, Hayden Hazard, Mew21, and Oryu Cosplay, artist Emily Belcher, No Flutter, and Ogawa Baruku, and of course, our voice actor guests, Christina V, Kirby Morrow, Richard Ian Cox, Eric Stewart, Robbie Damon, and MetroCon favorite Scott McNeil. So head over to metroconventions.com to get your passes today. Then meet us at the Tampa Convention Center, 333 South Franklin Street, Tampa, Florida, July 21st to 24th, 2016. It's MetroCon. May the gear turn on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Shades Plays live here on RVTV. How we all doing, everybody? Happy Memorial Day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Shades Plays once again on RVTV. I want to thank you guys for joining us here. As always, you guys are awesome, absolutely awesome. Glad to be here. Glad to have you guys here tonight. Glad to be here. Okay, let's be honest. My day's been pretty shit too. Don't worry about a hybrid. Don't feel bad. It has been Murphy's fucking law today for me. Like, literally, as soon as I wake up this morning, I walk out into my living room, and I find that my headphones are on the floor in front of my bedroom door. My son had gotten a hold of them. And worse yet, the tips to the buds, this part right here, gone on both plugs. I was furious because I could even if I had a clean as a whistle house, those things are that's being that small, they're very easy to lose. So I was not off to a good start, and today has just been one headache after another. It's just been insane. So, but I'm sure some of you, from the sounds of it, Bio, it sounds like you have it worse than I do. So don't feel so. I'm just saying that was the start. That was literally as soon as I woke up this morning. The rest of the day did not go much better. Oh, I didn't do anything. I got mad at myself, but I didn't, hit him or anything like that, LPH. Trust me, I'm not that kind of dad. Worst I'll do is maybe a couple spanks on the butt, but I didn't even do that this morning. I just was mad at him. But, anyway. And Dragon Zeron, you know what? You missed a pretty good night last night, actually, unfortunately. Sorry you missed out on that, dude. Dating. Well, that explains a lot, Bio. Yeah, that'll kill the day. Well, we can chill out with it here. We're going to talk for a little bit before we get into the game because, honestly, tonight's game, very simple. I honestly doubt I'm going to be able to do a full hour of gameplay with this. Just looking at what we're dealing with here. So, we're going to take the... let me get this light on because it's too dark. There we go. Oh, God damn it. Come on. Oh, did I just blow my light out? Did I seriously just... Well, son of a bitch. Blew out my light bulb. Fuck. Alright. Plan B. There. That's a little better, at least. Yeah, I think so, yeah. So I heard, Beast Wars fan. Trust me, you were bragging about it all day yesterday in the chat. Thank you, Bio. Yeah. And the shade said that there be light, and the light was like, fuck you. Fuck you. But yeah, Beast Wars, trust me, I heard you talking about it in the chat all last night. You guys think I don't see the chat? Even if I don't always respond, I am watching the chat. I see what you guys are talking about most of the time, so don't think I'm missing you guys. You know, I kind of, it kind of gets a little infuriating. Won't lie. It's just like, I understand you guys want me to respond to every single thing you guys are talking to me about, but if I don't have any response, if I don't have any legitimate like thing to say about it, I'm not gonna say anything. You know, I'm not mad at you, Beast Wars fan. I know you're excited and you have every reason to be. I mean, I'm the same way. That's why I do my streams at the end of every con. You know, I want to share my experiences. But I'm the kind of guy that if I don't have anything to really add to the conversation, I just keep my mouth shut. So if I don't answer you, it's because I honestly have nothing to answer back. That's as simple as that. You know, I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's just I have nothing to say. So, you know, why try? Why try to stumble through a conversation when I have nothing to add? That's just how I am. You know, my social skills are not exactly my forte, if you hadn't noticed. I mean, if I were, my social media probably would be a lot better off, and I probably would be a lot more successful than I am right now. But that's just me. That's just one reviewer's opinion. Dragon's Down, I can tell you right now, no. It's like the rave party at MetroCon is a full-on rave. Like, it's a legit rave. In fact, they actually have a DJ and a UK vocalist that they do. That's, you might have saw them in the guest lineup, DJ Robert Van West, vocalist Zoe Van West. Those two actually, they handle the Metro Massive, which is the name of the rave. And they do a full-on type rave. In fact, there are people who don't go to MetroCon, but they go to the rave. It's almost its own separate event. It just happens to take place at the convention center during the MetroCon weekend. And security there is always a lot more difficult. I've heard horror stories from the security at MetroCon when it comes to the Metro Massive. Like, it's nothing like, you know, it's not like the whole rave is terrible. It's just there's always, you know, you have people who go specifically to raves, and so those are the people that kind of cause that kind of problem. But it's not like the whole rave is shit. In fact, from what I've heard, you know, the fact that the rave is as popular as it is tells me that it's actually really good. I just don't go. Dragon's Era, not to the rave. The rave is not for youngsters. As far as I know, you'd have to double check with the MetroCon Facebook group on like what the age restrictions are, but I don't think. I think it's still 18 and older. I think. Because of the kind of stuff that's involved there. I mean, it's not like there's no alcohol or anything like that. And obviously, you know, because it's supposed to be for Art of a Con, there's no illegal substances that get snuck in. Or at least they try not to. Some people do try to sneak in drugs into the rave. I've heard. I've heard that people have tried to snuck in stuff to the raves. But, you know, the security at MetroCon is tight. Because they go through the MetroCon security, and I'm good buddies with many of the MetroCon, like some of the top brass at MetroCon security, the Brute Squad as they're called. Very cool dudes. Yeah, Biohybrid, yeah, I wish we could share them. Tell you what, dude, if you got anyone who follows me on Facebook, Bio, why don't you go ahead and post a link in my Facebook page to the MetroCon group so that people can follow it there, because that would probably work out better. And if you're not following me on Facebook or Twitter, please do so. That would definitely be appreciated. But, actually, you know what? Let's make that our mini topic before we get to tonight's game is questions about MetroCon. Like, if you guys want to know some stuff about MetroCon, I mean, I'm not exactly the foremost expert on the subject. I'm not, like, I don't have all the behind-the-scenes info. But if you guys want to know anything about how the con, what the con is about, or what you can find at the con, I could probably answer that for you. So, I mean, I definitely want to make sure. I want to get as many of you guys hyped up for MetroCon as possible. And the fact that at least a few of you are either going or were talking about going, like Justice, I know you had to back out, but that's okay. That happens. But you were considering it, and that is more than enough. And the fact that at least a few of you are going because of how often I've been talking about it, that means a lot to me. I mean, even if it's only just one or two of you, the fact that some of you are going after hearing me talk about it and showcasing its stuff, that is... Dragon's On, unfortunately, no. MetroCon is a Florida-exclusive con. Everyone that works at MetroCon works in Florida. They all hang out together in Tampa. Like, that's this kind of thing. My Beast Wars fan, yes, the dealer room is huge. In fact, this last couple of years, they moved the dealer room upstairs into the second floor where they have these massive areas because the dealer room was just getting so crowded. So yeah, they have increased the size of the dealer's room. In fact, it was so big, they're actually now bringing Artist Alley into that same room just to, fill up space, because that's how much room the dealer room has. So you will definitely have plenty of walking space if you're going to the dealer's room at MetroCon. Justice, the name Hoshi Con does ring a bell. I don't know it very well. I'm not I'm not a con expert. I don't know every con in every state, but the name Hoshi Con does ring a bell, so I think I may have heard of it, but I don't know about it per se. I know about the big ones. I know ASEN, Anime Expo, MomoCon, a couple of others, but yeah. Yeah, Beast Wars fan, the dealer's room was as big enough, the room that the dealer's room in was big enough to be one of the stage areas. Normally they would have one of the stages in the area where the dealer's room is now. It's that big. And it's not even the biggest room, because the room where the actual, the main event, the main events area, where a lot of the big events go, like the chess match and shit like that, that area is even bigger than the room that the dealer's room is. But they're right next to each other. It's a huge room. Dragon Zeron, I honestly don't know. What I could suggest you to is, I actually have a website that I use. If you go to animecons.com, it's an anime convention nexus. And they actually have a map of all of the different cons that are taking place in any given area, and so they'd have a listing of all the cons in the Dallas area, or in Texas in general, whatever area, and you can find out any conventions that are happening nearby you. That might be a good place to start in looking for a convention near you. Because I've lived in Florida my whole life, I don't know what's in Texas or anything like that. So, not right now, Bio. I think the most, again, animecons.com, not hard to figure out. All one word, no special characters or anything like that. Beast Wars fan, dude, we would love to if you ever make it down, we'd love to meet you. I would love to meet in person. I've hung out with a lot of my fans. I've run into many of my fans at MetroCon. I have run into people at MetroCon before, and it's always been very cool to meet even just one of you guys. And we go to Ranger Stop every year. We hang out with a couple of our buddies. We've met guys like Solar Star and DL Bot especially. We've hung out with him every year at Ranger Stop. So. Yeah, obviously, I would, if any of you guys come to MetroCon or Ranger Stop, I would love to meet you guys and talk with you for a minute. I mean, I will warn you that during MetroCon, especially, I am busy as a beaver. I may not always have time to stop and talk with you, because I might be on my way to an event or an interview. But if I have a couple minutes, if because I have times where I'll have time in between events and interviews where I have time to just sit and take a breather. If you end up catching me during one of those points, I would be more than happy to talk with you for a minute. Just don't be upset if I'm I can't talk with you. I'm happy to meet you. Can't talk right now. Gotta run. That probably means I'm off to something. I'm off to an interview, or I'm off to record an event. So, but I promise you, I will not completely I'll at least take time to say hi. I'll always say, hey, how you doing, buddy? Sorry, I can't talk, gotta run. I'll at least give you that. So, yeah. But I definitely done that before. And another thing, to anyone who's going to MetroCon, I will always say, check out the events. If you've got any panels that you like, go ahead and make time for those, but try your best to check out every event, because it's the events that really make MetroCon as much as anything else. Go to the Star Party, go to the go to the Fire Show, go to Rhythm City. If you have a proper attire and the extra cash, because it costs extra to go to it, but go to the Masquerade as well. But like I said, that costs a little extra. It's like an outside payment outside of the main pass. Unless I think VIPs get in as a bonus, but I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But I know for weekend pass holders, it costs extra to get into the Masquerade, at least for that. But if you can, definitely go. Especially if you're bringing a girl, bringing a special someone along with you, definitely not a bad idea. because it's a lot of fun. And this year especially, like, I would encourage you just to check it out because this year's setting for the Fantasy Masquerade is Sailor Moon crossed with Power Rangers. No, I'm not kidding. No, I am not kidding. You can go to the MetroCon website and see for yourself. Power Rangers and Sailor Moon as the theme for the Fantasy Masquerade. Holy shit. I promise you I will do everything in my goddamn power to record the hell. Me and Lady Kate were looking into getting a new camera for MetroCon just so make sure we can get that event without any problems. And oh god, yes, Hairball. Make sure you bring proper hygiene. If you're going to be there for the whole 4 days, bring proper hygiene. Remember, we are in Florida. We are in the middle of summer. It is going to be hot as balls. And you're going to be in the middle of a convention center with up to 10,000 sweating otaku. Rest assured, it will be hot as balls even inside with the air conditioning. Not to mention how much hotter it's going to be outside in the blistering heat. You will be sweating a lot. It is humid as hell. And you will rack up quite the stench. So please, make sure you have the ability to take a shower. Make sure you have proper deodorant and whatever other hygiene materials you need to survive the weekend. Trust me, the entire con will thank you for it. I will admit I'm not the cleanest guy in the world, but when it comes to going to cons, I make sure that I am properly hygienic for the weekend. Thank you, Maya. Yeah. The Walter the puppet, Jeff Dunham's puppet Walter went to Florida. He grew moss on his ass. Your ass is on fire. It's a dry heat. I was in Florida. I had to burn off the freaking moss. And thank you, Hairball. Yes, assload of the Axe body spray does not count. Bring fucking, get some degree. All right? Get some Mitchum. Something that actually, you actually have to rub in there. All right? Please, for the love of all of our sanity. Also, make sure that you are well fed. Do not, bring snackage. Technically, the rules at MetroCon prohibit, you can't bring a full meal, but I've actually confirmed with MetroCon staff. They're not going to make a huge fuss if you sneak in like a snack bar or something like that. Just don't make it obvious that you're eating it. Just don't make it obvious that, but what they're more concerned about is don't bring a full, bag of McDonald's into the building. They're not going to let you do that. It's against convention rules. But if you bring in a snack bar or like a Pop-Tart or something like that to eat while you're moving around and you're discreet enough about it, they're not going to make a big fuss. If you bring a bottle of Gatorade in, they're not going to stop you. But just don't bring in a full, meal from McDonald's or shit like that. Technically, you're not supposed to bring in any outside food or drinks, but nobody really gives too much of a shit if you bring in a snack bar or something like that. They just want to make sure that you're not, bringing in a whole bunch of big food that the convention center doesn't need. There's reasons. There's reasons. And you can always, if you really need to eat a big meal, you can always go back. You can either eat what the convention hall has there, which I will warn you is pricey. They do not come cheap. Or you can bring your own food to the hotel and eat it there. That's what we usually do. As anyone who knows me knows, anyone knows Lady K knows, she is one hell of a cook. I have bragged about her cooking numerous times. And what she tends to do is she tends to bring in a whole cooler full of pre-cooked meals. Stuff like spaghetti, fried chicken, stroganoff, and shit like that. Brings that in a big cooler to the con. And we just, we survive on that for the weekend. Whenever we're hungry, we'll run up back to the hotel, pop that in the little mini microwave they have, and there's our meal. Yeah. Not all bear in mind that we're talking about the Tampa Convention Center. This is a full-on convention center run by the city. They have their own rules and regulations. Trust me, MetroCon has been dealing with a shit ton of that problem for the last couple of years now, especially this year. MetroCon recently made a huge change in that certain areas that used to be public access, meaning that even if you weren't part of even if you didn't have a con badge, you could walk around and cosplay and hang out. A lot of those areas are no longer public access. You have to have a badge for a lot of the more open areas that used to be public access. And that caused quite a stink, but that was not because but that's only because MetroCon had to. The convention center kind of had to kind of got on them for that, and so did the city of Tampa. So, but unfortunately, a lot of fans didn't understand that and were undeservingly pissed off about it. It was, oh Jesus, it was sad. And they put a lot of heat on the co-owner, but I honestly think it was honestly the freeloaders that were bitching more than anybody, because most of us who are paying or earn our passes to the con were like, what the fuck ever, dude. You know, it's like, okay, well, it doesn't affect me any because, well, I'm already paying, so I'm going to have my badge. Price changes, that is a necessity. As with inflation and everything else, prices have to change. If your price changes are reasonable, like if you're only going up a little bit at a time as the price, as necessary, fine. Now, if you're hacking the price, like if you're going from $80 to $150 for a weekend, okay, then yeah, I'm probably going to call bullshit on you. But if you're going from like 80 to like 85, I'm not going to complain. Because inflation and other things might cause the price to change. That's just how life is. It sucks. Nobody likes it. Hell, I don't even think the con staff want to change the prices if they can help it. In fact, MetroCon fights tooth and nail to keep their prices as low as humanly possible while still making sure they can make a profit off of this. But thankfully, they keep their prices relatively low. $80 for a 4-day pass, which if you break that down is a relatively good price given what they have to offer. Like, if you're just going there to hang out, it might seem a little much. But if you're going there for all the events and all of the special guests, considering the fact that, especially that MetroCon, when it comes to special guests, have a rule that you get at least one free autograph, minimum at least. You may have to pay for extras, but you can at least get one free autograph per special guest. That's pretty good. Like, that's a pretty big deal. Because a lot of cons you go to, guests don't, special guests will go there, but they'll charge for all their autographs, and they charge a ton. So, considering the fact that MetroCon does that, allows you to get a free autograph with each of the special guests, that's pretty impressive. So, I honestly don't have a complaint. So, I think the price is more than reasonable. And it's like $150, I think, for the VIP pass, which not only grants you a full 4-day pass, but also gets you first in ahead of the line for events and shit like that. Always very helpful. And yes, BioHybrid is very much correct. Because we're right in the middle of Tampa, the city of Tampa, if you don't like the prices at the food at the convention center, there are plenty of places you can walk to just down the street to get food. It is not hard to find places to eat outside the convention center. So, yeah, so you really don't have to worry too much about it. You just can't bring the food from outside into the convention center. $10 for an autograph doesn't seem like too big a deal, Beast Wars fan. That seems pretty reasonable. I've seen people charge like $35 to $40 for autographs. Like, even at Ranger Stop, I've seen guys charge that much for autographs. It's crazy. So, you gotta watch out for shit like that. Anyway. And also, I don't think the hotels are sold out now. If you're going to go to MetroCon, now's the time to book a hotel because, like, the big hotel that's the Embassy Suites, which is the one that's connected directly to the convention center, sells out very fucking fast. Like, as soon as the rooms become available, or as soon as the discount rooms become available, I know our buddy TJ and his friend Danielle get their rooms as soon as possible, because the sooner you book those rooms, the better chances you got. If you don't, you will regret it. And this is considering the fact that this is at like 20 floors of rooms. Like, this thing has thousands of rooms, and they still sell out pretty fucking fast. It's crazy. So, if you're going to go to Metro, get your tickets now. Also, as my commercial stated, the prices for the passes go up as you get closer to the con. Like, right now, hold on. I'm going to double check, because I think we're still on the same pricing as I've mentioned. Yeah, right now, it's $80 for passes, for a 4-day pass. That price will not stand. Eventually, that price will go up.
So you have to get your tickets as soon as possible. If you're even if you are considering it, get it, because you will regret it if you don't. And because right now they're at tier 4 pricing. Usually what they do is they release their tickets at the beginning of the year, back out in January, and that is the cheapest you can get them. If you're going to get your tickets, you want to get them probably around January when they're at this cheapest. But if you don't get them in time, the prices slowly go up until the weekend of the con. Then the con weekend, they have their highest prices, like for those people who are getting them, who just decided on a whim to go to the con. But usually by then, there's more than enough passes that's been sold out that you don't have to worry about that anymore. So by then, they've already gotten the majority of their attendees. So that's the thing. Anyway, all right, I think we dilly-dallied long enough. We're going to get tonight's game. And I want to thank BioHybrid, who sent me this. He was the one that suggested this game, who donated this game to me. It's a very simple game. Like, it's not a very big game. In fact, I don't even have a trailer like I normally do for it. It's one of those kind of things. And suddenly I just got a new item in inventory for leaving the game up for this long. Wow, funny. So that's kind of the reason why I'm not going to be taking too long on this. But the game of choice is a game called Neon Space. It is available on Steam. It is literally only $1 right now. Like, it's 99 cents on Steam. So if you are curious about this game at all, you can give it a shot. Whoa, that is loud on my end. All right, let me turn that down. There we go. That is 99 cents on Steam right now. And I have a link to the Steam store page in the description. If you guys enjoy this or want to try it for yourself, it's a puzzle game from what I can gather. It's it's kind of an action puzzle game. Well, more of a regular puzzle type game. And again, really freaking cheap. Then again, it's really simple. So, but I have not played this, as you can see. I don't have a continue button. This is my first. I'm going in blind. But I figured we get this a shot and we'll see what's going on here. Let's try this out. Give it a minute, it's loading. There we go. Okay, so, all right, it's WASD. All right, so pretty simple controls here. Just get it into there. All right, grab the blue thing like a key. Not too bad. Now we got obstacles in the way here. Shoot. Controls are a little stiff. Takes some getting used to. All right, now, we have a new control. We can jump. And you can see a little white barrier there that tells me when I can jump again. All right. And clear. Not bad. All right. That was easy. That was quick. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. The controls on this are really hard to, like, ugh. Trying to get used to the controls are a little tricky. Because it's kind of got tankish controls here. If you, like, when you see me jerking back and forth, those are light taps that I'm doing there. Oh, fuck, I gotta do this? Shit. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. Because I got to be very careful here. Aid Justice Overwatch? I've considered the idea. But I don't think I have a computer that can handle it, and I'd have to hook up my PS4 correctly to get that to go. Ho ho! Look at that! Look at that skill. Yeah, that you kind of have to use the jump on that one, otherwise it'll kill you. Oh, what? Ah, damn it. Nope, no you don't. Truth be told, Dragon Daron, I don't think I have. Oh, what? Ah, Jesus Christ. This level's gonna be the death of me. Let's see here. Alright, now, can we get the frickin' thing this time? I don't think it would help Biohybrid. The problem is that this thing is just... The sensitivity is not the problem. The problem is the controls are just too stiff. Even if I were to reduce the sensitivity or correct it in such a way, I don't think it would change the overall problem. Dragon Daron, I thought has crossed my mind. I'd have to find a good way to set it up, but I don't... Oh, Jesus! Hairball, I don't... Oh, son of a bitch! I am already not a fan of this game. See, this is kind of what... Alright. See, I have to wait for this because if I try to jump it, I won't have enough jump to get pack. Damn it! Ah! Okay, I'm already calling it right now. No, just no. 5 minutes, like 5 minutes into this game, and I'm already frustrated beyond belief because this one little part right here, you have to be so precise. You have to be so freaking precise to get that to work. No. I'm sorry. Ugh. I knew this was gonna happen. See, I called this. Why I said it was gonna... Jesus Christ. And I was even thinking earlier I might have to find a backup plan in case this happened. But I don't know what I'm gonna play. Because I don't even really know what I'm in the mood for. Ugh. This is what happened. This is my ADHD talking right here. I really don't have anything that really jumps out at me as I'm like, oh, I want to play this right now. Because, yeah. I kind of knew this was coming. All right, I'm going to switch this over. I'm going to cut off the intro real quick, so give me just a sec.
Anime fans, let me up.
Cut that. Hairball, I don't have enough time to set that up. And honestly, I kind of don't want to play any more cards in Against Humanity right now. I've been playing that a lot the last few weeks. I kind of want to take a break from that. And we've been playing that a lot lately. So let me see what else we've got going on here. And I can't even set up the Wii U because my wife unhooked it recently so she could play Harvest Moon because she's been wanting to play that again. Let me see. Very nice, very nice, Wii Sports fan. Trying to think what else I can do here, but there's not much. Huh. Shit. I guess we can chat some more. It's all right, Bio. It was appreciated. You know, the sentiment was good. But yeah, that does not seem like the kind of game I'm going to be playing much of. I mean, again, it was only 99 cents, so it's not like you wasted your money. But if any of you want to try it out, maybe you guys prefer the challenge. Yeah, you guys get a shot. Oh, hey, Justice, of course I've seen the Mighty Number 9 trailer. That piece of garbage. Oh. Oh. Ow. That was terrible. What were they thinking with that? As if Mighty Number 9 hasn't gotten enough flack already for its long delays. Like delaying when they promised they wouldn't, and then they pull, and then the publisher releases that. Holy shit! That hurt. That was a PR nightmare. Yeah, I bet you Keiji Inafune is pissed right now after the backlash that ad received. Holy crap. Yeah, for those who haven't seen it, the trailer for the latest trailer for Mighty Number 9 dropped a while back, and on top of poor-looking explosions, there was one of the narrator of the ad comments on a line, making something on the lines of making your enemy sweat like an anime fan, on prom night. Oh. You realize that anime fans probably compose at least a good 80% of your demographic there, you idiots. Especially given the fact that Capcom has already taken the initiative to create a new Mega Man cartoon. Congratulations there, guys. You just pissed off the people you were trying to sell your game to. Nice going. Nice going indeed. That is going to bite them in the ass, I can promise you. And given the love that Inafune got when this thing first started, it's sad how much this game has fallen from grace. Because when we all first heard about Mighty Number 9, I guarantee you every single one of us in the chat was excited as hell at the prospect of a new Mega Man style game from the creator, from the man himself who created the franchise in the first place. And then all the delays, you know, okay, that's a little harder to, you know, that's a little easier to defend in my opinion, because how many games get delayed all the time? The only reason why it's been such a big, why it's so noticeable is because we've been there since concept. Normally, we don't hear about a game until it's well into production. Dragontown, are you trying to piss me off? Because if you are, you're doing a very good job of it. I suggest you stop now. But yeah. But then, yeah, that ad hurt their PR tremendously. That game better be kick ass to the highest order and fix all the problems the demo had if it has any hope of succeeding. Though, truth be told, my money's on Iga's game instead. I'm looking forward to that because I am a Metroidvania nut. And when I heard about Igarashi making a new Symphony of the Night style game, I was immediately hooked. Like if I was gonna put my money into any Kickstarter, it would probably be that one. And I might actually try to see if I can save up a few bucks just to chip in on that game, because that's the game I want to see. I want to see kick ass. Like if I'm gonna pre-order any of these Kickstarter things, Yooka-Laylee is another good one too. Before anyone brings it up, I also am looking at Yooka-Laylee, but I really think Iga's game, I forget the name. I think that is the one that I'm going to be putting because I love Metroidvanias. Like if there's any genre of game that I adore, that I am hooked on, it is a Metroid-style Vania game. Exploration platformers are like some of my favorites. I love the idea of hunting around for secrets, getting super strong, getting all these badass weapons, and just dominating enemies by the end. I love it. I have loved it. So, if you guys want any, want to donate me any games on that front, by all means, please do. Like, you know, even like Axiom Verge is a game I'm interested in to some extent. I don't think I'm like hooked, like, oh my god, I want it levels, but I'm definitely like, hold on, let me pull my wish list. Because I know I've got a few at least listed on my wish list. Let's see. Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet I've got. Momodora 3. Zeo Drifter. I actually followed that. There was a Powerpuff Girls Defender of Townsville game, but that got pulled. It's kind of sad about that one. Valdez Story Abyssal City, that's an older one. A couple of those kind of games that I'm really interested in. Actually, hold on. While we're talking here, I'm gonna shop a little in the store here, see if I can find anything to add to my wish list. Because this Steam updates all the fucking time. I can tell you right now, my wife is definitely interested in playing Stardew Valley because that's her kind of thing. But, and if you guys are interested in, if you guys do want to see any games that you want to see me try out, I've got a link to my wish list down below in the description. Click a link, friend me on Steam, and then you can send me any game you want. And if you donate to me a game, I will play it on the Shades Plays. Like, I tried Neon Space. I at least tried it. Dragon's Era, believe it or not, I'm not a big GTA guy. Like, I like Saints Row, but GTA has never been a thing for me. I've never been interested in it, honestly. I don't know why. Like, even after hearing all the things I've heard, T-Dub, Maddie, and everybody else talk about GTA 5, I never really wanted to play it. Never been a big fan of it. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't click with me. Ooh, shit. Bastion's on sale. That's another one I've been wanting to try is Bastion. Because it looks like right up my alley. So if anyone wants to donate me Bastion, now's a good time to do it. Another thing about me is I am a sucker for indie games. I will say that right now. I am a sucker for indie games. Some of my favorite games like that I've played in my folder right now: Binding of Isaac, love it to death. Dust and Elysian Tale, played the shit out of that, almost beat it. Of course, Terraria. I love me some Terraria. Undertale. I am obsessed with fucking Undertale right now. You have no idea. Oh my god. Let me see, what else do I got in here? What's some other games that I really fell in love with? There was a game called Antichamber, which is a puzzle type game. That one I liked that. I would have fun with that. It took me, haven't beat it yet, but it was fun as hell. I've played some other ones like It'll Do, Shipwreck, Stanley Parable, obviously. Loved that. Loved the hell out of that. Cave Story, of course, goes without saying. Justice, I have to ask her again. I don't remember which one she was looking at, but I know, you'd have to ask her. She's not here today. She's at work right now. But yeah, if you, like, little suggestion, if anyone wants to send me any games for me to try, and I will be more than happy to play them on the Shades Plays. Number one, indie games. Mainstream titles are not my thing. I could play a mainstream hit, but I am an indie guy. I am a huge indie fanboy. I'll admit that flat out, because to me, indie games are the games that are willing to take chances and do something new and exciting. So if you want to send me a game, always look indie first, because I will be much more excited to play an indie game than I will a mainstream AAA title. Secondly, if you want to go for a specific genre, you will always tickle my sweet spot if you get me a Metroidvania style game. Slick Rick, Chrono Trigger, okay. Old school games, you can never go wrong with, and Chrono Trigger is up there as one of my favorites. Though one of my absolute favorites of the Super NES era would definitely be Illusion of Gaia. Oh, Justice, if you sent me Shantae, I would definitely give that a shot. I have been itching to try out Shantae. Especially after seeing Some Call Me Johnny's review of the series, I would love to try out Shantae. And I am actually looking forward to the new one, Half Genie Hero, getting worked on right now. Especially after I found out, hello, ladies and gentlemen, I just got sent a gift. Bio just sent me something. Wow. Oh, shit. You know what? I may have to try this. Just now, Biohybrid just sent me a copy of Momodora 3, which is a kind of an anime-ish title. It's so I am definitely going to be adding that right now. Thank you, Biohybrid. Oh, and there's a fourth one, too, coming. Nice. That is very cool. All right, sweet. But yeah, Justice, yeah. If you want to send me a Steam card, definitely. All right, then let's you know what? Screw it. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna install this right now. We may have to go a little longer than I anticipated tonight, but hey, what the hell? New game, got to try it out. Whoop. Not that one. That's the one. Cut the transition. We're going to wait for that to install real quick. Justice, I can kind of understand that, but I would trust Steam a lot more than a lot of other services. They're certainly more safer than the PlayStation Network, that's for sure. Help! Oh, God, the PSN looks terrible. Okay. I'm going to give this a shot. You're going to probably hear the noise in the background. Oh, it's updating. Hold on. Let me let the updates install real quick. but all right, there we go. All right, now we can play it. And let me just make sure the window loads up and I can see it. All right. And let me just switch this over. Momodora 3. Oh, that's loud. Let me turn oh, that's why. Turn that down. Okay, I know you guys aren't seeing it yet. Give me a sec. Trying to get it to work. All right, give it a second. It's loading or it's stuck or something. I will get this work, goddammit. Just give me a sec. God damn it, did it freeze? I think it froze. Should not be too surprised. Yeah, I'm going to call it froze. Close. Let's try that again. It's all right. Yeah, let's give it a second, guys. We'll get it. Let's see. Now what's it doing? This is what happens when you try to install a game live on the air, folks. Backfires on you. Worst case scenario, if we can't play this tonight, I will save this for my next Shades Plays. That I will promise you. This will be my next Shades Plays. So, but one way or the other, we will be trying this game out live. All right, I'm going to give it a minute to fully close out. Make sure there's nothing else worth. Close this out. Close out what I can here to kind of save some space. All right, let's try this again. Okay, it is loading. It's doing something. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it says I'm playing it on Steam, but the game's not loading. Let me check my task manager, see if it's at least doing anything. If it's at least loading, I'll let it go. Okay, it's doing something. My CPU's running up pretty high. That might be what it is, but it's not maxing at my CPU, surprisingly enough. So I'll let it run for a minute. Maybe it'll catch itself back up. I don't know. The wonders of technology, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the reasons why I need a new computer. This one's old school. Old. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Rick. Do 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 do. Let's see. Come on. Come on, game. Dragon's Aaron, I tried to do a fundraiser for a new computer. Did not get very far. Anyone remembers last year I did that big old fundraiser I kept trying to do for a good several months, and I got nowhere. I barely got a few $100. Hey, Justice, I know exactly what you speak of. Let us wait and see how it plays out. I get the feeling it's not going to end. They did that for a shock value, and obviously it worked like a charm. But let's see where it goes. Since I get that, I'm willing to bet they're doing more with that than they're letting on. It's comic books. You have to expect shit like that. Seriously, like, who else doesn't at least see something coming with that? Double Agent, could be, some other trick with it. Trust me. There's more to that than they're letting on. Come on. What the hell are you doing, game? Hey, Justice, let's be honest. It's not like DC's any less guilty of it. DC's just as guilty of pulling that crap as Marvel. Remember when they turned one of the old Green Lanterns gay? Trust me. If you can get attention from it, you will do it. That's what a good businessman does. Okay, I'm calling it. This thing's not loading at all. All right. I will make sure we have this working by the next Shades Plays, and I will make sure that that's the next game on the list. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and end it here because we could go on, but there's no point. We've been here long enough. So let's talk about what's happening the rest of this week here on the rest of our shows, the rest on RVTV. Tomorrow night, no Ranger recap. Bear that in mind because it's our week off this week. So make sure you guys don't look out for us. We'll be back next week on the 7th. For the next episode of Ranger Recap Classic Edition. So make sure you guys keep your eyes open for that. But what we will have is on Wednesday, Rider, the Transformation. Kamen Rider TRPG is kicking up steam. So make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be a lot of exciting action. Things are really starting to heat up. So make sure you guys tune in every week, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, over on RVTV. Then on Thursday, it is Rift Down with TWK and the crew, checking out the latest WWE SmackDown and providing their randomness as they always do. So make sure you guys check that out Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Then on Friday, it's Wii U Game Night. Join myself and TWK and prepare your ring guns because it's Platoon Night this week. So make sure you prep in for some fun action. It's going to be exciting. Friday, 8 p.m. Then on Saturday, SNN Gaming is live with Tony Helms and the crew playing more Borderlands Online. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. So make sure you guys check that out this Saturday as always. Then, of course, on Sunday, Toku Rifts Live is back on the air. Join myself, the Easy Rider, and Spade Ace for more Duoger, Ghost, Amazons, Black RX, and of course Mega Ranger. And we'll be covering all of that as well. Of course, the Toku Jukebox. Then finally on Monday, it's the Rising Sun Podcast, RVT's official anime podcast. It's my pick next week, so make sure you guys check that out. It's gonna be a lot of action and fun. Next Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here, right there on RVTV. And to answer your question here about me, I've been talking with TWK about what we're going to be doing in regards to moving Rift Down around. We will probably be moving Rift Down and Ranger Recap around to accommodate this. So once we get a clear idea of how that's going to work, we will make an official announcement, and I will be changing the schedules appropriately. Also, if you guys have not checked out the RVT Game Crew yet, please do so. FNAF World is just getting near the end. We've got our last few episodes coming up as we speak over the next month or so. Plus, of course, the update episodes I've already recorded and will be setting up the commentary for very soon. And I already know what game I'm going to be doing next for the Game Crew on my end. So we'll see how that goes. I was going to say something else. Also, like I said, if you guys have any ideas of game, if you guys have any extra cash you want to throw a game my way with, my wish list is down in the description below. And if you think you can handle Neon Space better than I did, I also have a link to that game down in the description so you guys could download it for yourselves. It's only $1, so you got nothing to lose by trying. So give that a shot. But I want to thank you guys for joining us as always right here on my channel here on RVTV. Make sure you subscribe to me as well as RVT and all of our buddies there, because they all deserve it. They all kick ass. And make sure if you guys liked this stream, you can share it with your friends. Put your eye beams down to that like button and blast it away, because it's going to be awesome. And hopefully you guys enjoy. In fact, because you guys stuck with me through this, I kind of hint this, but I'm going to say this right now. Maddie's got a stream on RVT Game Crew of Super Mario Brothers 3 coming up next. But I'm going to tell you right now what I've got planned for my next run of the RVT Game Crew. I'm going to be doing a full run of Undertale. That's right, folks. I am doing Undertale for the RVT Game Crew next. Solar Star, you made it too late, dude. We're just ending. Oh, I hate when that happens. But yes, I'll be doing Undertale for the next RVT Game Crew on my end after Maddie finishes up Mario Brothers 3. Because I am obsessed with that fucking game right now, and I want to give you guys an idea of what it's like. If you guys have not played Undertale yet, I 100% suggest you do. It is an amazing game, and its success and its hype is well earned. If you loved Earthbound, you will love Undertale. I promise you. It is one of those kind of games. And I know what a lot of you guys are asking. What kind of run am I going to do? For those of you who know about the game, you're going to ask, am I doing Pacifist? Am I going to be doing Genocide? Fuck no, I'm not doing Genocide. I will do a Pacifist run. Thank you very much. Because I think it's a lot more fun that way. I'm also going to try to do some stuff with it. I may not just do a simple playthrough. I might do a little extra with it. I don't know yet. I got to see how things work out. But I'm not just going to do a simple playthrough with it. Anyway. That's going to do it for me tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining me live here on RVTV. You guys have been awesome. And until next time, but for now, I'm the Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on!